It has a state-of-the-art security system with numerous electronic sensors located at key points of entry. Should a thief try to break in, an alarm sounds, lights flash, and all operation automatically shuts down. We've heard Fort Knox has a rather impressive security system, too.
These are hose guards, and we've actually decided, Mark came up with the ideas, instead of trying to figure out which one goes where, he's labeled all of them. So as you see, we've got all of them marked exactly where they go on the car. So a lot of times when you're walking around the car, it'll get stuck under the tires. I would have already been stuck twice. But with these, you got the little PVC roller there, and it works perfect 99% of the time. Designed by Mark, my brother-in-law. Designed by both of us, I guess, but he came up with a lot of the good ideas. Let's get started with the paint. So the first thing we're going to do is rinse the car off. Get as much dirt and pine needles off as we can with the power washer. Then I'll come in with the sprayer, which has decon shampoo in it 9-to-1. And spray that on, let it dwell for a couple minutes, come in, rinse it off, and then we'll talk about the next step after that. Always spray it away from the car before you get started whenever you connect or disconnect, and then reconnect a connection. Okay, this is our Carton, a Moment of Shine sprayer with decon shampoo from Garage Therapy, diluted 9-to-1. And I'm going to get it all over the paint, the windows, try to avoid the convertible top because we've already done that. That's it. We're gonna let this dwell for a couple minutes. We'll be right back. Okay, so this has been sitting a while, so let's get it off. And it has some pretty decent water action. I think it was Parla from Sternaglass that was put on here. So I'm using the Omni calculator, the dilution ratio calculator, and it's relatively easy. You can change this milliliter to anything you want: gallons, US ounces, UK quarts, US quarts, pints, milliliters, liters. And because I'm going into the MTM foam cannon, I'm going to use 400 as my final volume. I don't think I'm going to use that much on this little car, but that's okay. I've got a dilution ratio of 9-to-1. And so my concentrate, which is the Garage Therapy Decon shampoo, is going to be 40 milliliters, and the water volume is going to be 360 milliliters. So 250, and we'll put that in there. And then I'll come in and put the 38 milliliters of concentrate, and always, you know, shake your product up a little bit so you get the full strength of it. You don't want everything to be settled at the bottom, so we're going to come right about 38-40. And so we've got another 150 milliliters of water, and the reason I do it this way is because I don't like to waste product, and this will dilute whatever product's left in there. Shake it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we're going to come over with the next process step, which is applying the Garage Therapy iron oxide on the entire car, windows, paint, wheels. Even though we've already cleaned the wheels, we're going to do it one more time. So we'll start with the paint. And what we might see, if this has some fallout or brake dust or road grime that has iron in it, you might see some purple here. And again, this is really highly lubricious, so we're really going to let this soak on the car with the snow foam. Okay, here we go, foam. Who doesn't like a good foam? Mix it up real well before you get started. Make sure your adjustments are good. Get your hose out of the way and go to town. One of the things that Johnny said in a video I was watching the other day is make sure this is full on foam and stand back. Don't be right up against the car. That's it. Look at the dirt coming off of this. That is just phenomenal. I'm noticing something right away that Johnny mentioned in his video that I was watching, and the cling on this and the slow rundown is amazing. You'll see some action with the dirt just coming off the paint, and there's still some purple coming down, streaming down here. But the cling on this decon soap is just unreal. So I've got to let this stay on here for a few minutes. Then we'll come in, rinse it off, and we will get into the next step. But you know, as I mentioned, the cling rate that this MTM and decon shampoo from Garage Therapy creates to pull all of the dirt off is just phenomenal. We're going to do a contact wash in the next step with the decon shampoo. So we're going to rinse this off, foam it on again, let it dwell for a couple minutes, and we'll do a decon contact wash. Let's see what we got here. So one thing you'll notice is it didn't get everything off, so we're definitely going to do a contact wash. I'm not worried about it marring it at this point because we're going to be buffing it out, we being me. Okay, next step, we're going to do another decon foam shampoo on the car and do a bucket wash. So we'll get set right up and do that. We're going to go 250 mils for the final volume, so 25 mils of the decon shampoo. Right there, and then 225. That's about good. So what we're going to do is we sprayed this on again to do a little bit more decon, but we're adding a layer of foam and lubricity to the paint, so that when we come in with our contact wash, we're not causing any more marring or scratching. All right, so contact wash, let's get going. I've got 2 buckets. I've got 2 mitts. It shouldn't take too long because it's a small car. The second bucket, I'll rinse everything off. It's got a grit guard in there, so let's go. I don't know if you remember, but this was solid dirt before we started this. Okay, I'm gonna rinse it right off. Here we go. All right, so dry off next. We're gonna use the GOAT V1. You can get these at the House of Rags. I'm not sure if they have any V1s, but the V2s are definitely in. All right, so we're gonna get going, dry this off as quick as we can. I think this is the towel that Jamie put a whole gallon or 2 of water in. Right, Jamie?
Mm-hmm.
Brand new product for me, mirror hangs. Catching the drips. These are from DIY Detail. Tar and glue, clay with oxide, iron oxide, but I'm gonna use, instead of the iron oxide, I'm gonna use rinseless wash 64:1 as my clay bar lubrication. So I'm not seeing a lot of, or any, do an inspection, see if I see any tar residue. No, decon shampoo took it all off, so we're good. And we're gonna jump right into the clay, step 7. So we'll be right back with that. This is decon clay, fine grade from Perfection Artist. And this is what we're gonna use to decon the paint. Decon is decontamination. We're removing all of the particles and pieces of dirt, metal, whatever it is, just to make the paint nice and smooth. You'll be able to see that stuff that we remove once we get this process going. Because if there's anything on the paint, this is going to pick it up. But you can't use this direct. You've got to use a lubricant. And in this case, we're going to use the Garage Therapy Rinseless 64:1 in a spray bottle. So you got to knead this up really well. This might not even be big enough. And then flatten it out like a pancake. Now, so far, I'm pretty impressed with how well the car looks. I think my favorite part is definitely the wheels. I just love doing the wheels. The way they look before, the process of spraying on the chemicals, the reaction that you get, the dirt coming off, the purple reaction from the metal and brake dust and anything else that makes it turn purple is just really satisfying. And then the spray off to see how clean they are is just wow. Why don't we get this started? It's gonna be pretty easy. We'll start with the hood. This is my lubricant, GT Rinseless 64:1. So we're just gonna spray a little bit on. One reason I don't like these Zip sprayers, they make a funny noise. All right, and always spray a little bit on here. And then we're just going to just go up and down, gentle. You don't need to put any pressure on it. And I'm not picking up a lot, which is telling me that all of the decons that we've done have done an amazing job cleaning this car up. You can see a couple spots in here. There's one, one there, a couple over here. So because of that, I'm gonna turn it over and finish it with the other side. Now, what you can do is if you get a lot of particles in here, you can come along and knead it again. When we come back, what we'll be doing is we'll be doing a decon shampoo one more time, rinsing that off, drying it off, and then we work into the next part, which is buffing the paint, making sure we've tried to get rid of as much marring or scratches that we can. Then we'll do a panel prep and then coat. So we're getting pretty close to finishing.